report to the Global Security Council G0X62. After numerous attacks on ISO headquarters, I thought it best for myself and the Eagle Riders to take a well-deserved break to rest and relax. I decided a trip to our secret North Pole Systems base would be appropriate. Of course, our sojourn had to be accomplished with absolute secrecy. If the Scorpius force were to find out we had our guard down, there could be dire consequences for all of us.
Yes, Doctor?
It's important we maintain complete communication silence until we reach the base.
Yes, I agree completely, Dr. King.
Unfortunately, Hunter's weak condition kept him from joining us, but I felt I shouldn't tell the others about his problems. Still, he was sorely missed by everyone.
I can't wait for us to enter the Arctic Circle so we can give Hunter a call back at home.
I slept great. I dreamt we were vacationing in the tropics instead of in this deep freeze.
And just where would one sign up for a warm weather vacation? The only real perk on this vacation is the ice is free.
I wonder why Dr. Keene didn't allow Hunter to come. I mean, we need someone at ISO headquarters, but why did he leave Hunter there, huh?
Because the phase foil failed.
What?
Remember the last time he used it? It made him sick.
It did?
I need to talk about this.
Okay.
Just let me through.
What's the rush?
They just don't get it.
Huh?
Doctor, I really wanted to talk to you alone. You and I have been keeping a secret, but I want to tell the rest of the team right now what the secret is.
It's Hunter.
That's not enough. They need to know that something's wrong with Hunter's health, and the reason he didn't make this trip is because he might not be able to be an Eagle Rider anymore.
Silence! This is very difficult for me to explain.
Well, just how long have you two known that Hunter was having all these problems, huh?
Is there something we can do?
Were you expecting the rest of the team not to ask about this? And what are Hunter's problems anyway?
Allow me to answer first the most important question raised by all of you. Hunter's use of the phase foil mode has caused massive destruction of his body's cells.
Huh? What do you mean, massive?
We felt we had thoroughly tested the phase foil for the damage it could cause to living cells, but in the process of defending the Earth numerous times, Hunter may have inadvertently damaged himself. What a valiant defender.
But what about his future with us?
Hunter's working with Avery right now to try to combat these effects by retraining his body to handle the stress better. Otherwise, he probably won't be joining our team again.
Oh.
I feel it's in Hunter's best interest for him not to join us on this getaway. He has been your team leader, and separating until we know if he'll be back is the easiest way for all of us to handle this.
Why weren't we consulted?
This is a very emotional situation. When I asked Hunter how he wanted this handled, he insisted his condition be kept a secret, and I honored his request.
Well, I suppose the best way we can help Hunter right now is
to not allow him to be involved with the Eagle Riders.
You want us to turn our backs on a man who saved our lives more than once?
Not at all. I'm asking all of you to think what's best for Hunter's future and stop thinking about yourselves.
I just want to let him know that no matter what happens, we care and we'll always be there for him.
It's not like Hunter's some casual friend you see at the market. We risk our lives together.
That's enough. I tried to calm them down, but I could see by their faces they felt like they had lost a brother. But I never could have expected what happened next.
Why? Why did you make Hunter do it instead of me? I'm a cyborg. He's flesh and blood. What on earth made you decide on him? If the phase foil and his G-suit were experimental, why use a human being without knowing if he can handle the stress? Explain that to me.
Because he volunteered to be our subject. First experiments with the G-suit were carried out with robotic birds because of the danger to any living being. The G-suit withstood the impact, but the bird's lack of musculature proved a problem.
So you're thinking more developed muscles might solve the problem. If there was more muscle mass, the stress would spread out and might reach more tolerable levels.
But doctor, how could we get a human being to test out our theory considering these results?
I'll test it.
Do you really understand the risks involved here?
I know that without someone taking a risk, we'll never know if this G-suit technology could work.
We haven't even considered a human-sized G-suit yet.
I insist on being your human guinea pig. If this suit works, Dvorak won't have a chance against us.
You're right.
Then please, Dr. Keene, I ask you to allow me to be an experimental instrument that might help in defending the global good. If you don't let me try this, the whole Earth could suffer. We've got to...
Are you sure, Hunter?
I'm positive.
All right. We'll try.
I'm sorry, I guess I just lost it.
I understand, Joe. But I hope you see that I didn't ask Hunter to put himself in such a perilous position. He wanted it. Excuse me, this room has grown too hot for my tastes.
But wait.
Please try to understand that I am acting based on what Hunter has requested me to do. If he was here with us and saw all of you feeling sorry for him, it would destroy him. And right now, he needs to use all his mental energy to help rebuild himself.
Yeah, Hunter wouldn't want anybody's pity. He's just not like that. So, I guess with phase foil out of business, if we get into it with Scorpius, it's up to us to knock them out quick and make sure they stay down for the count.
While we were preoccupied discussing Hunter's fate, Happy Boy had somehow found out about our secret trip and was preparing to intercept us with his greatest robotic creation yet. His fiendish flotilla was speeding towards us, and we were unaware at that moment our fate was in greater jeopardy than our courageous colleague Hunter.
This time there will be no chance of escape for them. Vax, have you got a fix on the submarine yet?
Speaking of submarines, we haven't had a meal in 16 hours. Couldn't you have someone bring me a sandwich and some water? I'm really starving.
Why don't you try being power hungry instead of just hungry? Now back to work!
There's no sign of the Eagle Rider sub or the secret defense base they're headed to.
With the new sonar I designed, it's just a matter of time before we find them and make them go belly out.
Remember, Happy Boy, unless Dr. Keene is eliminated, it's possible he could figure out the Space Force and ruin our plans for world domination.
Find them now!
I spotted a destroyer-range icebreaker on the surface about 6 miles away.
There's a good chance of escorting the sub.
What do you suggest our course of action should be, sir?
We won't engage a destroyer until we're much closer. We don't want to scare off their underwater friends.
Yeah.
Both our submersible battleship and our escort ship, the icebreaker McKay, were traveling in stealth mode. And with the McKay's radar shut off, the Scorpius had truly caught us by complete surprise.
It can't be. It looks like a Scorpius fleet.
In the meantime, back at our secret base, more work was being done to determine if the phase foil technology would ever be available for us to use again. Hunter and Avery were working together to finally resolve if Hunter would ever be able to return to the Eagle Riders and lead them once more. Our hopes were with him. Avery had Hunter on a diet that resulted in quick rebuilding of his cells. He also had designed a training regimen that was unparalleled, and thanks to Hunter's iron-willed determination, his progress was unbelievable.
So, Hunter, how do your muscles feel after going through that little spin?
Except for the lactic acid buildup, I feel fine.
Are you sure you're okay?
Hey, I wouldn't kid you about something this important.
You're doing great.
Thanks. Now be honest with me. Am I ready to rejoin my team, or am I just dreaming?
Another week should do it.
Huh?
The Eagle Riders, they're being attacked.
And just where is this happening?
They're surrounded near the Arctic Circle.
Even if we scrambled our closest conventional forces, the battle will be over before we could reach there. Inform them they'll have to make a go of it all alone.
Yes, sir.
You're not gonna send them help? If the McKay gets sunk, then they'll have to surface before they can jettison their vehicles, and in the meantime, they'll be sitting ducks.
Come on, you're acting like they're completely defenseless out there.
You know if Happy Boy has one of his giant robots along for the ride, their chances of destroying it are slim and none.
That's not true.
There's only one way to get there in time to help them. Scramble my Super Hawk and use the phase foil.
Wait!
What?
They found us.
This is an obvious breach of security, and I'll have you court-martialed if you had anything to do with this at all.
Button your lip, Doctor, because right now we have more pressing matters. There are 10 Scorpius warships closing in on us. Things are about to get rough.
I'm sorry, Captain. Is there any possibility that our alert signal would allow us to receive any outside assistance?
It's too late.
My liege, thanks to their transmission of an alert signal, we have homed in on exactly where the ISO North Pole base is. We haven't found their sub yet. What do you wish us to do next?
Order our Orca team to take over their base.
Right.
Vax, once we control that base, we'll hold all the cards.
Attention all forces. The Orca team is hereby ordered to occupy the ISO land base. All remaining forces will submerge around the perimeter of their destroyer and actively search for their submarine.
Dr. Keene, it might be best if we get off this sub, check things out, and see just what we're up against.
Think about this. If all of you jettison from the sub now, you'll be in a very vulnerable position. Your vehicles aren't operational until they reach the surface.
I follow you.
But here's an idea that just might work. Let's jettison your individual vehicles to the surface without you in them. That way, if the Scorpius destroy them, at least you'll still be here to help defend our submarine against them.
It's just hard for me to sit here and not take some action.
Why is it taking so long for our warships to get a fix on their sub's position? I want action right now.
Yes, sir. We're closing in on the base. Surface now. Surfacing!
Yes. All warships surface. Can it be? Oh. Destroy them! Sink that submarine!
Now hear this, Eagle Riders. Get your vehicles off the deck. It's time for us to give a little payback to the Scorpius that wrecked your cruise.
You've got it.
Information said Hunter was out of the picture. Go ahead and order our naughty bot into battle now. Quickly!
Dr. Keene, is everything all right with the submarine?
What's your current position?
We're at 60 fathoms.
All right, team, let's unite to create Ultra Eagle 5. That's coordinates.
Component 3 converging. Component 4 converging.
Component 5 reconfiguring. Component 5 converging to form Ultralink. Component 2 converging.
Delta power activated.
Ready?
I sure am. I want to get this over with as quick as we can, so let's find that giant robot I've been hearing about and take him out pronto.
Hunter, maybe we should consider the indirect approach. We can take out the warships first and finish that can later.
No, I think it's best we go for it right now.
What do you two think?
Hunter?
Huh? I'd say he just passed out. Well, I bet when he heard we needed help, he came on the double, but he just didn't have it anymore.
Oh, Joe.
How long was I out just now? It was only a few seconds, right?
Yeah.
I guess I just dozed off for a minute. I'm sorry, but I gotta admit I'm kind of tired. Avery and I have put in a tough couple of days training and getting ready to use my new G-suit in phase foil mode. I know you understand how all that excitement can wear you out, right? I guess you all know why I wasn't included in your trip north, but I'm ready to go into the phase foil mode. Of course, there's really only one way to prove that. I know you all missed me, but why are you all looking at me so funny?
you see their subsurface, blow it to pieces.
I just intercepted a message. The Scorpius control the base.
Our submarine's surfacing.
Dr. Keene!
I tried to tell you to stay down.
You were right.
No. When will they learn we'll never give up? It's time to end this Cold War. Let's ice that robot for good. Sorry, I gotta do it my way. Hey, foil!
I'll get that hunter. I'll get him yet.
Once again, Hunter proved his dedication to the Eagle Riders and to all those who relied on their courage. He proved to us all that there could be no limit on what we must do to defend the global good.